Hey everyone! Welcome to Update X24H, your go-to channel for the latest news, hottest dramas, breaking stories, and all the buzz from the world of entertainment. We're here to keep you updated, entertained, and always in the loop. Hit that subscribe button and join our growing family, because here at Update X24H, we bring you the news that matters, the drama you love, and the stories you can't miss. Thanks for being part of our community. Let's stay connected, stay updated, and keep the good vibes rolling.
No one expected that night to feel the way it did. There were brighter stages before, louder applause, bigger headlines waiting to be written. Yet at Tencent's music gala, before a single spotlight settled, and before the first note echoed through the hall, something quietly shifted. You could sense it in the pauses between conversations, in the way phones were lifted a second too late, in how the room seemed to hold its breath. This was not about spectacle, it was about timing. When Zhao Lusi and Liu Yuning and finally appeared in the same space, it didn't arrive with a dramatic cue. It arrived like a real moment does in life. Unexpected, understated, impossible to ignore. No announcement told the audience this mattered. They felt it. And once that feeling settled, it became clear that this was not just another appearance on a crowded entertainment calendar. It was the kind of reunion that doesn't ask for attention, yet somehow commands it, pulling everyone closer, urging them to watch just a little longer, to listen just a little more carefully, because something genuine was unfolding in real time. What made this meeting resonate so deeply was not what happened on the surface, but what lived beneath it. Zhao Lusi's path to that night had been marked by restraint. For months, she chose quiet over noise, distance over constant exposure. While others rushed to remain visible, she stepped back, allowing space for reflection and recalibration. When she returned with love's ambition, it was not a loud declaration, but a measured one. The performance carried weight, not because it tried to impress, but because it trusted stillness. Viewers noticed the pauses, the controlled emotions, the maturity that suggested someone who had learned how to protect their energy without losing their spark. By the time she arrived at Tencent's gala, the industry already understood this was a different chapter. The invitation itself spoke volumes. It was recognition, not ceremony. An acknowledgement that growth does not always announce itself with fireworks. Liu Yuning's journey ran alongside hers, yet in a contrasting rhythm. While Zhao Lusi recalibrated, he continued forward with steady resolve. His music did not chase trends. It settled into them, staying long enough to be remembered. His presence on stage has always carried a grounded assurance, the kind that does not demand attention, but earns trust over time. In acting too, his choices reflected patience. Each role added another layer, another quiet confirmation that consistency can be just as compelling as reinvention. By the time his name appeared on the same guest list, audiences felt an immediate spark, not because of a dramatic past, but because of a shared understanding. These were two artists shaped by pressure in different ways, now standing strong without needing to prove anything. That night, the atmosphere carried a rare tension, not the sharp edge of controversy, but the softer weight of anticipation. Cameras scanned the room, not searching for a grand gesture, but for a glance, a reaction, a moment that could only happen once. They did not seek each other out, and that absence of effort made everything feel more real. Sometimes what draws attention is not movement, but restraint. A simple smile held a fraction longer. A pause before applause. The kind of details you miss if you are only waiting for something obvious. Fans understood this instinctively. They did not demand interaction. They watched for authenticity, and in doing so, they found it. The setting played its part as well. The coastal city hosting the gala brought a sense of openness, a softness that matched the tone of the evening. This was not a night for excess. It was curated with clarity, clean visuals, thoughtful lighting, a stage designed to frame moments rather than overwhelm them. Zhao Lusi's refined elegance felt natural here, unforced. Liu Yuning's steady stage presence blended seamlessly into the atmosphere. Each belonged to the space in a way that felt earned, not constructed. When awards were discussed, the conversation remained calm, almost secondary. Recognition hovered as a possibility, not a demand. The real focus remained on alignment, of timing, of growth, of presence. Speculation unfolded quietly. Viewers wondered where they would sit, how the cameras might linger, whether reactions would speak louder than words. These questions did not erupt into noise. They settled into a collective curiosity, shared across screens and comment sections with unusual care. People were not chasing drama, they were preserving a feeling, and that feeling carried something rare in modern entertainment: reassurance. Both artists were thriving in their own ways. Both had found balance. Seeing them in the same space did not spark rivalry or urgency. It inspired calm confidence, a reminder that success does not always need to compete to be meaningful. As the night continued, it became clear why this moment lingered. It was not about rewriting narratives or confirming theories. It was about witnessing two journeys intersect at a point where neither needed validation. When one was acknowledged, the other's reaction felt genuine, unguarded. When applause filled the room, it did not demand more. It simply acknowledged what was already present. The audience understood that some moments are powerful precisely because they are complete as they are. No extension required, no follow-up demanded. Long after the lights dimmed, the memory of that evening remained, not as a headline, but as a quiet marker in time. A reminder that silence can be expressive, that growth can be graceful, and that timing has its own language. Zhao Lusi and Liu Yuning did not need grand gestures to leave an impression. Their presence told the story, and perhaps that is why this reunion continues to resonate. It respected the audience enough to let them feel, rather than telling them what to think. If you found yourself drawn into this story, it's because moments like these remind us why we watch in the first place. Not for constant noise, but for authenticity, for connection, for those rare intersections where everything feels aligned without effort. Thank you for spending your time with us here on Update X24H. If you appreciate thoughtful storytelling that looks beyond the surface and captures the quiet power behind real moments, consider subscribing to the channel and staying with us for future updates. Your support allows us to keep sharing stories that matter, with care, depth, and respect. We look forward to seeing you again, right here, as the next chapter unfolds.